What's up guys, my name is Devin, I'm from Mazzella Companies, and today we're going to focus on the different things that people can do to prepare for a third-party inspection. So we'll start with Brian Holmgren. You want to kind of tell the people what you do, why you do it?
I am a regional rigging inspection manager for Mazzella. I've been doing this 20 years. I do it because I like to keep people safe. So we perform safety inspections per ASME and OSHA requirements.
And then the mighty Justin Motes.
I'm Justin Motes. I'm an inspection coordinator, rigging coordinator, and we set up all your inspections, everybody from quoting to actually setting up the inspection until you get the report.
There's essentially 4 things that you, as the person who might be looking for a third-party representative to do that for you, there are essentially 4 things that you can do to better prepare yourself. And we're just going to kind of attack the list and have you guys kind of discuss why that's important, what they can do and not do. The first thing that you can do is decide whether or not you're looking for just an inspection that satisfies OSHA and ASME requirements. And that kind of suggests, are there other different governing body agencies or different standards that people get inspected to outside of OSHA and ASME?
Yes, there's MSHA and there's ANSI and there's other regulations, surrounding coal mines and shipyards, and so yeah, there is other standards. And then there are companies that have parent companies outside the U.S. that inspect to even entirely different standards. They still have to meet the U.S. standards, but sometimes they're above and beyond those standards as well.
So then do companies typically know all the standards that they have to adhere to? Or like what if there's a new guy, he just got promoted and he's in this new safety role. If that person just does not know exactly what they need to be inspected to, how do you help them figure out all the standards that they need to be inspected on? Or is that on them?
It's pretty much on them. If they want something special, we can look into it and see what they need. But usually it's standard, it's OSHA and ASME.
I mean, it's going to help with finding items. The customer's always responsible for pulling those items out and making them available to the inspector, but it will help with locations, finding things that you might not normally find on an inspection. It helps with properly pricing an inspection.
If you're just trying to guess how much stuff is in your warehouse, I mean, how close can you be to just an eyeball? Like, I think I have 20 slings. I might have more, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the customer just doesn't really know what they have. It's easy to walk by something every day and never really pay attention to it. So it could be anywhere you think you have 20 slings, and it could actually turn out to be about 100.
What can they do to kind of help figure it out? Do they just kind of do like a shop tour and just start pulling slings and counting, or what kind of things can they do to prepare?
No, we can do a site visit. The other thing is literally they can go around each area and just have all their area supervisors just give a general count. So we're not looking for exact numbers. It's whether there's 100 or 500, there's a big difference. So usually they'll get supervisors involved and just do a general count of what's in their areas, and they can usually gather their information honestly in a few hours.
What type of special information will inspectors need to know before they come onto a job site? And this we were kind of looking at, I guess sometimes people require that you go through a safety training before you're even allowed in the facility. What other type of things like that do people typically need to know ahead of time?
So besides training, sometimes PPE, if they require something special that our inspectors don't already have, special drug test.
Like what about like environmental hazards and stuff like that? Is there any kind of specialty equipment that people have to wear if they're working in a steel mill or a paper mill where there's something just very hot and chemical related?
Yeah, and it kind of goes back to the PPE. Some of the steel mills require a dust mask, some of the foundries and stuff like that, but they make it clear ahead of time of what's required. And then they make it clear of what their expectations are, what rigging they want inspected, and where we're going to go, and if we're going to have a guide or not, or all that stuff.
Yeah, and so are you guys cool with people calling you and just asking you for information, or if they're not sure about their rigging inspection program, can they just reach out to you guys for guidance?
Absolutely.
Cool, perfect. Yeah, and so to wrap this up and bring this home, if you guys ever need anything, if you have any questions, or if there's stuff that you're just not 100% crystal on, I mean, that is what these guys do. That's why I brought them in to make this video. I mean, these are the rigging inspection guys. So if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if there's something that you're struggling with, don't hesitate to reach out, contact us. I'll put a link at the top of this video. Reach out, anything that you need, any help that you could use. I mean, that's what we're here for. So my name is Devin. Justin, thank you for your time. Brian, I really appreciate it. And if you need anything, let us know. Thank you for watching.